Hello guys, and welcome to episode 44 of my Stellaris playthrough, playing as a Schistocerca Alveare, and today we're continuing our war with the sovereign Chasm worlds. So we've taken over one of them up here, but unfortunately our transport fleet is probably going to get destroyed, so I am building new troops elsewhere. One thing I must remember to do today in this one as well is add more population to the planet of Ro-Daman. If I head to Schistoron, we can resettle some more population to Ro-Daman, and I'm going to do so with these population here, the ones that were on the research tiles. And so we're just going to resettle a couple, and then I'm going to purge all of the Athenian population. And what I need to do is add Ro-Daman to a sector. So that looks like it's going to be added to the Atavrish sector as well. So that's been happening quite a lot, and because of that, what I'm going to do is select the Vaikaskan sector and add Difta and Akonus, and maybe Kebdaran as well, if we can. Let's just go over to Athas. Okay. So we'll do it like that, and we'll close it. No idea why it's coming up with enemies here, because there isn't any. A little bit of a bug there on the UI, which is quite annoying sometimes, because when you get that red banner, it does sort of make you think, oh, there's enemies there, but then there isn't. So Mestros, we will be bombarding Sondik soon.
Hostile fleet engaged.
We can get this fleet to land on a track.
Situation log updated.
We do have our general here ready to
Hostile
take the
fleet
lead.
engaged.
And we have a new colony ship under our command. So at Voldop and Tau Cygni, we will be taking
engaged.
over land there. But elsewhere we need to look,
Situation
because
log updated.
surely there's another place
Situation log updated.
I can colonize. Ah, yeah. Out to Wistrel
Enemy
or
invasion
Kirani.
defeated.
So they tried to invade Lajkut, apparently, but we defeated their invasion force. That's good. And let's not forget what I was just doing. Why can I not see the colonizable system there? Or planet?
Enemy planet secured.
So that's a barren world, that's a frozen world, that's a molten world, toxic, barren, another barren world. Oh, it's that one there, that
Hostile
massive
fleet
one, that
engaged.
continental world. So let's head there and colonize that. We will land right in the center. And although it looks big, it's not as big as it probably could be, but not going to complain, I guess. Now I'm hoping
log
Jugum
updated.
will eventually be given to Vaikaskan, the sector, and that will reduce the amount of directly controlled colonized systems I have to 3. Can our construction ships do anything? I don't believe they can at the moment, although at Tau
Enemy invasion
Cygni
defeated.
we can of course do the research stations and so on. Our invasion succeeded at Itrak.
System survey
We will embark
complete.
all and carry on.
Construction complete.
So let's now head to Kassar, which is their homeworld, and we will take the transport fleet with them. And pretty much on most of these systems we are just waiting for invasion forces. So it's just as well that I am building more slave armies.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
All these like fleet engagements are so pointless.
Hostile fleet engaged.
As soon as they're coming in, they're
Situation
just getting
updated.
destroyed instantly. So let me head to Schistocerca anyway.
Hostile fleet
We can upgrade
engaged.
this to
Situation
mining network 5.
updated.
Elliptical, we can upgrade to power plant 6s and mining network 5s. And hopefully all my sectors are doing this. It might be worth pumping more minerals into them. If I quickly jump out. Yeah, we could push some into the Cascan sector. But I'm kind of counting on the fact that the sectors are just upgrading everything by themselves.
Colony established.
That is a nice dump there that we can do. And I'll add another battleship to the queue here. So this might actually take us up to fleet capacity at some point. Because we are getting closer and closer, but our energy is still dealing with it fine. So just waiting for the 5th attack swarm to arrive. They're taking quite a long time to jump into the wormhole. But once they do, we will head towards Schistocerca and assault that planet, since it is their home planet. Now as for these guys, let's bark them all already.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
And we will merge them. And these guys can
Colony
come along
established.
to land on Sondique.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So we've come to save the day. The transport fleets were going to be harassed
Situation log
by a
updated.
lot of corvettes,
Hostile
but then
fleet engaged.
our 77,000 strength arrived. Another colony ship available to
Situation
use.
log updated.
So let's make sure we have a planet at Wistral.
Situation log
We
updated.
can colonize just there. Awesome. So there is another planet that I can colonize in Tau Cygni, so we're going to need more colonies by the looks of things.
Planet lost to invasion.
Ooh, we lost to an invasion. Where was that? At Ithrak. At Mardom. Well, that's unfortunate. So I'm just going to head towards Schistocerca.
Hostile fleet engaged.
And can I get these guys off and out? Hopefully I can. Because they would be useful for attacking other planets. Like ideally, I want to take over Kitral. Although they are now being hunted down by some corvettes. A promising officer, though, has appeared. Captain Obersaz, the commanding officer of the Zoff Gulag 10, served with distinction. Let's see what he was like.
Situation log updated.
We go into our
Construction complete.
empire, go to our leaders. Yeah, he's alright. I need to make sure that these guys actually have
Hostile
admirals,
fleet engaged.
so
Hostile fleet engaged.
I'll make sure that's the case. And yep, the corvettes did catch up to my other fleet, so that's annoying. Let's see if I can save the day there. I doubt it, but we may as well send some battleships their way just in case we can. And I guess in the meantime we're going to be waiting on our other forces. to get to where they need to be. I might even send this army to Kittrell, just because it's already ready to conquer. Let's go ahead and land on Sondik. And one of our scientists did just die. Ideally we want a guy with particles, so we can take this fella. And then one of my science ships can be assigned a new leader. He's got expertise in biology. So we have too many controlled systems again. I guess we're going to give Voldop to one of our current sectors, Atavrish. And that will stop that from happening, so we go back to plus 228 energy. But I'm just literally waiting on my armies to appear. So I might continue to create some more slaves, just because having as many guys as possible to invade these planets is very important, especially considering I am splitting up my navies quite a lot in order to bombard more than one at a time. So hopefully these battleships will arrive soon, and once they do, we'll hopefully do a lot of damage to the attacking forces. Currently it's really cutting into our war score. This is probably the most serious battle that we've had in a while. Or war, should I say. Let's embark all these guys off Sondik, and we will continue on to Karakt.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged.
So here come the attacking forces here.
Updated.
We've engaged a Gene Warrior army. They also have robotic armies there. It's only a garrison. We might actually lose this attack. Hopefully not, though. We really need to save the day here. Transport fleet still under attack. It looks like it was a close one, but we are going to come out on top at Kittrell.
Hostile fleet engaged. Construction complete.
Now here, I might keep
Hostile fleet engaged.
my armies around so that I can bombard Lajkut again and take it back. Hopefully there won't be much there to defend.
Hostile fleet engaged. Enemy planet secured.
We'll definitely let these troops heal up whilst the fleet continues to Gek. But we do have abduction proposal. We have identified a scientist among the primitive Ugalaki on Atavrish that shows great promise. His brilliant research is far ahead of his peers, and parts of it is revolutionary even by our standards. Though his work is certainly increasing the technological progress of the Ugalaki, his potential is wasted on their backward civilization. In our advanced labs, he would have an opportunity to do some real science. So, let's draw up an abduction scenario.
Situation log updated.
That looks like it could be pretty fun.
Station under attack.
So let's go into the situation log. And hopefully it's here somewhere. Abduct scientist available. We need one science ship in orbit at Atavrish. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll get the research project on the way.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Situation log updated.
Schistocerca. Ideally, we'll have another army soon to send in that direction. This fleet is currently engaging a construction ship very slowly, and that's kind of what I'm waiting on here. At correct. These guys must be fixed up. Yep, they are. So we can take them, and we can go and invade somewhere else. So I'm going to head towards the top side of this sector.
Situation log updated.
Meanwhile, the armies can head to Kassar.
Research complete.
Okay, these guys may as well come over to locust, and I'm going to get the full bombardment on the way there so that we can whittle down those defenses. I'm going to pick up some more slaves from Skisteron, Veltaker, Velyor, and Veltavt, and we will select them all, merge them, and send them towards Lajkut as well. So we have hit the mineral cap once again. This time round, I think what I'm going to do is make sure that stations are fully upgraded. So at Pandasak, going to get the spaceport level 6 upgrade. At the Atavrish sector, there must be a few here. Yeah, there's actually quite a lot that can be upgraded all the way to spaceport level 6. Quite a good use of minerals, I believe, because it makes the different starports or spaceports have more strength. And that's used up all my minerals, so that's good.
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged.
Now, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but a scientist died of old age.
Situation log updated. Special project complete.
And abduction failed. Unfortunately, our attempt to abduct the native scientist from Atavrish has failed. One of our ground shuttles intercepted his motor car, but as the paralyzed scientist was being moved into its hold with the levitation beam, a Yugalak atmospheric fighter arrived on the scene. The shuttle safely escaped into orbit, but the Leviathan beam was interrupted and the scientist, well, it was a long fall. Hopefully his death will be blamed on a rival Yugalak nation state. Unfortunate. So we killed the scientist. Oh, well, I guess it's better than them having him. Let's get this army over here to invade Schistocerca. And I could start to get scientists to come over here and commit suicide trying to research these projects again, but I think we'll avoid that for now. And PSI warriors, psionic theory, so that's psi warriors. These elite warriors are shrouded in mystery, relying on their powerful psionic abilities and extensive physical training to move about the battlefield. They prefer to engage their opponents in close combat, and many are extremely proficient with melee weapons. That sounds exactly like what I would love to have as a Schistocercan. Imagine like our flying beasts being like pro psionic warriors. That'd be very cool. So what's this? Gene tailoring. Unlocks the feature to allow us to actively modify the genetic traits of a species within our empire, and we can also Pops gain a chance to spontaneously adapt to better survive in hostile environments. That's actually really useful. But we're going to go for Psionic Theory just because Psi Warriors sound really beast. We don't have much trouble with our strong warriors as it is, but I mean, we'll take what we can get. And that seems like quite a nice opportunity. So let's just add more battleships to this 7th attack swarm. The 6th attack swarm isn't really doing very much at the moment. So let's head to Mardom again. And we will start to bombard that planet, ready for another invasion. We can start to land the armies there. We are landing the armies elsewhere as well. And it looks like we're nearly ready to invade Lajkut. Now, is there a general we can use? Ah, they already have one. So let's just go ahead and land the armies now. I don't think they're going to put up much of a defense, although they have been building a lot of defense armies while we've been blockading them and bombarding them.
Enemy planet secured.
So over here, looks like Tikek is under our control. Hopefully our armies aren't too badly damaged. We can get one of our fleets to head over to Kalat and start bombarding
Enemy
that.
planet secured.
Another invasion successful at Schistocerca, which is their capital. So we'll just let the armies heal on the ground there, and we shall continue towards our war goals. So hopefully we can demand everything soon, although we do pretty much require 100% war score.
Enemy planet secured.
Awesome.
Hostile
So that's
fleet
under our
engaged.
control again. We just need to get Mardom back, and we're all good. Just going to pause it. We're going to embark all of the forces from our main planets. At Tikek, we can embark all of those guys. At Schistocerca, there's no point yet. And at Lajkut, maybe still not. Let's get these guys together. Actually, never mind, we'll do that instead. Because these guys are waiting for the ships off Schistocerca. We're very nearly there, 3% off. And ideally I do want another colonist soon, so I might build one at Jugan Prime. We'll make sure to get Fanatic Collectivist Militarist. And Advel Takran. Ideally I want to add that to a sector up here somewhere. But they aren't quite connected yet, so I can't do that. We'll make sure that we get a missile defense module, since they are usually the longest range. And we're just going to unpause it. Hopefully we can use some of our fleets
Station under
to sort
attack.
things out. Let's go ahead and attack towards Sondik.
Situation
We'll get the
log
7th
updated.
attack swarm to head over there, but it looks like we don't need to, since we did just get victory against the Sovereign Kesem Worlds, which is the best possible outcome. So all of these planets will become uninhabited, and it looks like that didn't do as much as I would have hoped, but still a victory nonetheless. So now we might want to attack the Lagan Choose Nation just to get rid of Altair, Speaker and Ibleranda. Or we could maybe get rid of the Kiiksufran Galactic Hierarchy. Yeah, I think I might actually do that. Yeah, we'll do that. So we shall get all of our ships together in Jugum. I will get all of my transport fleets to head in that direction. And we can consolidate all of our forces and go to war with the Kiiksufran Galactic Hierarchy. So that's the plan. In the meantime, let's go ahead and survey any systems that we no longer had surveyed. And at Bashpat we can survey there. May as well assign a leader to this science ship. We'll get the extra anomaly discovery chance. And he can be sent to Burritos in order to... not Burritos. Baratios is that? Or Bertius. Okay. Maybe I'm a bit hungry. I don't know. Burritos? Where the hell did that come from? Anyway, mining stations can be built. And research stations. So let's get those underway. And another research station there. Seems our governor has died at the age of 109. So we are going to have to replace him if we head into our empire. Go to planets. Look at the sectors. We can assign a new leader. And we'll get the extra food, I believe. Awesome. So I want all of my fleets to merge. And we will split them accordingly. This could lag my computer quite a lot. Because there is a lot of ships here. And that is a 216,452 strength stack of ships. Let's go ahead and repair the fleet. If we wanted to upgrade that, it would cost 24,000 minerals. That's actually crazy. I mean, I can't even store that much. Our maximum stored is 20,000. And it costs 24,000 to upgrade that fleet. So we'd have to do it in little chunks once I split up the fleets. At the moment we do have the engineer. So they are being repaired over time anyway. But I'm going to make sure that they all repair themselves. And let's get all our transport fleets to merge. And as soon as these are finished repaired, I will split them up and maybe go for an upgrade, but I'm just not sure how long it's going to take. I think it can take forever, especially if you have like a lot of ships and a large upgrades, because a lot of those battleships don't have tachyon lasers, so that's what they're going to be upgrading to, and it's going to take them absolutely ages. And my fleet strength might actually just like double in strength. So anyway, Jugum can continue to pump out colony ships. I might just make that its job until he can be connected to the other sector. And our fleet is repaired. So let's now split them up. Well,
System survey complete.
Multiple times. And we'll send them to upgrade. So we'll send that one to upgrade. That one to upgrade. One can split, and then they can upgrade. That one can upgrade. That one can split and upgrade. And we're good. So how long is that going to take? Let's just have a look. We go to the spaceport.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
And we remove those 2 colony ships. Hopefully we can upgrade at least one of the fleets before we go on to the next war. Okay, so our construction ship is finished. And I don't believe there's anything else for us to work upon. Although, can a science ship get to that system? No, just short. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just head to Rantor. And we will get a wormhole station there just so that we can get to that system. There is a lovely desert world there that I haven't colonized for some reason. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, it's because there is already population on there. So instead, that colony ship can head to Tau Cygni and take up the planet here. How long are those upgrades taking? If I click on Jugum, it's going to take 830 days to upgrade one of the fleets. Now I assume what I could do is get the other ships to head to different systems and upgrade from those, so they can all upgrade at the same time. Then we can bring them all back together again, and from there what should happen is we'll have a lot higher strength in our fleet. We are over the naval capacity, and it seems like when you go over the naval capacity it has an increase on cost of maintenance. So there isn't actually a limit. It just costs you more and more and more, like exponentially the larger you get. Which is fair enough, I guess. I am just going to be continuing to build battleships until I can't afford it anymore. I mean, I almost can't afford it because we've gone up to 1,046 ship maintenance per month, so I might actually have to start cancelling some of these battleships. And we did just establish communication with the Themlar Confederated Stars. And they're the same as us. Hello. Evangelizing zealots, though. They are individualists, xenophobes, and spiritualists. A superior collective greets you. So let me just, unfortunately, leave it here because it has been my time. We are making decent progress, I feel. Definitely making a dent in the galaxy, and soon we'll go to war with the Kix-Lufran galactic hierarchy once again, and we will remove them from this galaxy. But for now, guys, that's it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.